Who is an executor? Executor is a legal representative of a deceased partner. The amount which is payable or the balancing figure will be transferred to deceased partner's executor's account. Suppose if the payment is made immediately, then we'll record it as to bank or cash account if it is paid immediately. They have given the previous year profit. Based on that, we have to calculate his share of profit. So it's nothing but profit and loss suspense account. Hello everyone, I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. My dear students, we were discussing about chapter 4, that is retirement as well as death of a partner. So in our previous session, till session 7, we have already discussed about retirement of a partner. Next, we shall see one more part, that is death of a partner. So today we shall see about death of a partner. Let us see what is the meaning of death of a partner and how the accounts has to be prepared during death of a partner. So if you see the previous session, we have discussed a problem on retirement of a partner, that is a 12 marks important problem on retirement of a partner. So here the problem was like this. The payment, whatever the amount that has to be paid to the retiring partner, so usually we will transfer to the loan account. But in a previous problem, they have already given in the question, Rupees 5,000 has to be paid in cash and remaining amount to be transferred to his loan account. So that type of problem we have solved in our previous session. In today's session, we shall continue with a new topic of chapter 4, that is death of a partner. So till now we have completely discussed about retirement. In today's session, we shall continue with death of a partner. So on the death of a partner, the amount payable to him is to be paid to his legal representative. So of course, it is just like retirement. Here also, there may be a chances that any of the partner may die in the partnership firm. During that situation also, the partnership firm have to prepare proper books of accounts, or they have to maintain proper accounts during the death of the partner itself. Now, a question arises, suppose a partner dies, then whatever the amount that has to be paid to that partner, that is the person who have died, that is known as deceased partner, so for whom the payment has to be made. So the payment has to be made to his legal representative, who is called as executor. Now, who is an executor? Executor is a legal representative of a deceased partner. So here the person who have died is called as deceased partner, and the amount that has to be paid to the deceased partner, so it will be paid to his legal representative, who is called as an executor. But in case of retirement of a partner, if a partner retires from the partnership firm, so whatever the amount payable to him, it will be transferred to his loan account, or it can be paid immediately in the form of cash. But here it cannot be paid to the deceased partner because he has already died. In such cases, the amount will be payable to the legal representative, who is called as an executor. Or you might get a question, who is an executor? So who is an executor? Executor is a legal representative of a deceased partner. Now, executor's account is prepared to close the deceased partner's capital account. Now, so whatever the amount that has to be paid to the deceased partner, as I told you, it has to be paid to his legal representative, who is called as an executor. So, in order to make the payment to the executor, we have to prepare executor's account. So why executor's account is prepared? In order to close the deceased partner's capital account. Now let us see how the settlement will be made if a partner dies in the partnership firm. So settlement of claims to the deceased partner. So whatever the amount that has to be paid to the deceased partner, that is the partner who have died in the partnership firm. Let us see how they are going to make the settlement. Immediate payment in cash to the deceased partner's executors. As I've already told you, the amount payable to be paid to his executor, so it can be made or immediate payment in the form of cash. So here the executor can be paid immediately in the form of cash. So this is one of the option. And the next option is that transfer of the amount due to the deceased partner to his executor's loan account and payment in installment with interest. So either they can pay all the lump sum amount to his executor in lump sum in the form of cash, or they can transfer the amount to the executor's loan account where they have to pay in the form of installment along with the interest. So this is a two steps, or this is a two ways to settle the amount that has to be paid to the deceased partner, that is deceased partner's executor. Now let us see what are the accounts to be prepared during the death of a partner. So the first one is deceased partner's capital account. So here you might expect a question to prepare deceased partner's capital account or a deceased partner's executor's account. So this is a very important question. Either among these two, they will ask for 6 marks. This is a compulsory question on death of a partner. Either they will ask a deceased partner's capital account or deceased partner's executor's account. So very easy, only thing is that you have to know the format of this. Remaining all the aspects will be, or all the adjustment will be given in the question. So you have to prepare deceased partner's capital account or deceased partner's executor's account. As I told you, it is a very important 6 marks question from the examination point of view. Now we shall see what is the format of deceased partner's capital account. Now I have already told you, deceased partner is nothing but the partner who have died in the partnership firm. So he is known as deceased partner. So we have to prepare deceased partner's capital account in order to know what is the amount payable to his executor. So here what you are going to record in the credit side. So your format will be like this: debit, credit, and a debit side particulars amount, and a credit side also particulars and amount. Now what you are going to record in your debit side? By balance brought down. So the amount you have to bring down, that is by balance brought down, by revaluation account, by profit and loss account. So the portion of profit that has to be given to the deceased partner. Next, his share of revaluation profit or revaluation loss has to be recorded. Next, his share of reserve or general reserve or reserve fund, and by remaining partner's capital account. So this is relating to the treatment of goodwill. So here also the entry will be same as retirement of a partner. So your entry will be remaining partner's capital account data to retiring partner's capital account, that is in retirement. Here remaining partner's capital account data to deceased partner's capital account. So that is treatment of goodwill. Next, his share of, or his share if there is any joint life policy. Then his salary, that is deceased partner's salary or commission. Profit and loss suspense account, that is from the beginning of the financial year till the date of death. So for how many period he was there in the business, so that much portion of profit has to be given. So that is known as profit and loss suspense account, that is from the date of financial year till the date of death. So the amount has to be calculated, the profit has to be calculated. So that will be recorded as profit and loss suspense account. And if there is any interest on capital to be given to the deceased partner, so it will be recorded in the credit side. Coming to the debit side, his share of drawings. So if there is, or if any amount which is withdrawn by the deceased partner, so that will be recorded in the debit side. Next, interest on drawings. Suppose any interest is charged on the amount which is withdrawn by the partner, so that will be recorded in the debit side as to interest on drawings. Next, we will balance both the side, and this will be the balancing figure. So the amount which is payable or the balancing figure will be transferred to deceased partner's executor's account. So here we are going to prepare deceased partner's capital account. So the balancing figure will be transferred to deceased partner's executor's account. So this is just a format of deceased partner's capital account. Hope you are clear with this. Remember, only drawings and interest on drawings will come under debit side, and if there is any revaluation loss. Other than that, all the items comes in the credit side, and the balancing figure of deceased partner's capital account will be transferred to deceased partner's executor's account, because the amount payable will be transferred to his legal representative, who is known as executor. So this is a format of deceased partner's capital account. Now, whatever the amount that has to be paid or that has to be transferred to the executor, so that for that reason we have to prepare here deceased partner's executor's account. So format of deceased partner's executor's account. So here also your format remains same. You will be having debit as well as credit side. Under debit side particulars amount, under credit side also particulars and amount. Now whatever the amount, so here the balancing figure has been transferred to executor. Now this balancing figure has to be taken in deceased partner's executor as by deceased partner's capital account, that is transfer from capital account. So whatever the amount, so this is the balancing figure of deceased partner's capital account. So that amount has to be taken as by deceased partner's capital account. So this is how they are going to make the payment. Suppose if the payment is made immediately, then we'll record it as to bank or cash account if it is paid immediately. Suppose I have told you the settlement can be made in two ways. One way is that they can pay the amount immediately, or they can transfer to deceased partner's loan account, where it will be paid in the form of installment along with the interest. Suppose it is paid immediately, then we'll write it as to cash or bank account. So this is the format of deceased partner's executor's account. If you go through a problem, you can clearly understand. Let's go through a problem here. Now this is a 6 marks problem on deceased partner's capital account. So we are going to prepare deceased partner's capital account, and we have to find out what is the amount that has to be paid to the deceased partner executor. Now go through the problem here. Akash, Anil and Adarsh are the partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. Now we know the partners here, Akash, Anil as well as Adarsh, and they have given the profit sharing ratio 3:2:1. That is 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. So this is their profit sharing ratio. Their capital as on 1/4/2017 were rupees 70,000, rupees 90,000 as well as rupees 60,000. So Akash capital is rupees 70,000, Anil's capital is rupees 90,000 and Adarsh capital is rupees 60,000 respectively. Now Akash died. Now he is a partner of a partnership firm and he has died on 31st/12/2017, and the partnership deed provides the following. Let us see what does the partnership deed tells. Interest on capital at 8% per annum. So if a partner dies, then the partnership tells that he has to be given interest on capital at 8% per annum. Then Akash's salary is 2,000 per month. His share of profit to the date of death based on previous year profit, firm profit is 2016-17 is rupees 24,000. They have given the firm's profit. So we have to take his share of profit till the date of death based on previous year profit. So here they have told based on previous year profit, we have to calculate the amount or the profit that has to be given to the deceased partner. Next, his share of goodwill rupees 12,000, and we have to treat this goodwill as per accounting standard 26. As ascertain the amount payable to Akash executor by preparing the Akash capital account. So we have to ascertain what is the amount payable to his executor, that is Akash executor, by preparing Akash capital account. Hope you are clear with the question here. So they have given who are the partners, what is their capital and what are the things that has to be given to the deceased partner. So it may be interest on capital, his salary, his share of profit which has to be calculated on previous year profit, then his share of goodwill has to be given. Now go through the solution here. So first write Akash capital account. So we are going to prepare Akash capital account and we are finding out what is the amount payable to Akash, and that amount has to be transferred to his executor. Now your format is, as you know, particulars, amount in the debit side, and credit side also particulars and amount. Now, first what you have to do, we have to bring down the capital of the partner. So, how to write? By balance brought down. So, what it is? This is the capital of the deceased partner Akash. Now, what is the capital of Akash? It is rupees 70,000. So, this is the capital of Akash. So, write it as by balance brought down rupees 70,000. Next, see the conditions one by one. So, what they have told? They have told that interest on capital has to be given at 8% per annum. So, we know the capital. So, capital is 70,000. What is the rate of interest? It is 8%. So, this is how you are going to calculate the interest, and we have to see the month. So, month starts from 1/4/2017. Our financial year starts from 1/4/2017. But on which date he died? That is on 31/12/2017. So, we have to calculate from here. So, we have to take April also, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So, how many months? He was there only for 9 months in that partnership firm. So, here interest on capital should not be calculated for the whole month because he was there only for 9 months. So, 9 divided by 12. That is from the beginning of the financial year till the date of death. So, this is the date of death. So, from the beginning of the financial year till the date of death, we have to calculate the month and we have to calculate the interest. So, by interest on capital, 70,000 was his capital into 8% is the interest on capital into 9 divided by 12. That is, he was there only for 9 months in the partnership firm. So, he'll get 4,200. Next, what they have told, Akash salary 2,000 per month. So, we know he was there only for 9 months. So, we have to calculate. So, how to calculate? 2,000 per month in the sense 2,000 into 9. Clear? So, how to record the salary? By salary account. That is by Akash salary 2,000 into 9. So, we'll get 18,000. Now, clear about this? So, first we have taken the capital as by balance brought down. Next, interest on capital. So, interest on capital I have already told you. We know the capital 70,000 into 8% is the interest into for how many months he was there in the business? 9 months. So, 9 divided by 12. Next, we have to calculate the salary by salary account. So, how much they have given? 2,000 per month. So, 2,000 into for how many months he was there in the business? 9 months. So, it is 18,000. Next, what they have given? They have asked us to calculate the profit. So, his share of profit up to the date of death based on previous year profit, that is 24,000. So, they have given the previous year profit. Based on that, we have to calculate his share of profit. So, it's nothing but profit and loss suspense account. That is from the date or from the beginning of the financial year till the death of the deceased partner. So, we have to calculate the profit. So, how to record? By profit and loss suspense account. So, 24,000 was previous year profit into what is his share? That is deceased partner share. So, we know their share is 3:2:1. So, Akash share is 3/6. So, 24,000 was previous year profit into what is his share? 3/6 into for how many months he was there in the business? 9 months. So, 9 divided by 12. So, when you calculate, you will get 9,000. So, by profit and loss suspense account. So, we will record it as by profit and loss suspense account. It means that, so till the death of that partner, so whatever the amount of profit that has to be given. So, here they have told that profit has to be calculated on previous year profit. So, previous year profit is 24,000. What is his share? 3 by 6 into for how many months he was there in the business? 9 months. So 9 divided by 12. So I'll get 9,000. Next, what they have told, so we have done with this profit that has to be given to the deceased partner. Next adjustment is his share of goodwill at rupees 12,000. Now they have given the share of the deceased partner 12,000. Now this goodwill has to be distributed among the remaining partners. So who are the remaining partners? Anil and Adarsh. Now, why it has to be distributed among the remaining partners? So, your journal entry as per Accounting Standard 26 is remaining partners capital account. So, your entry will be remaining partners capital account to deceased partners capital account. So, deceased partners capital account. Now, who are the remaining partners? Anil's capital account, Adarsh capital account data, to Akash capital account. Next, this 12,000 is to be distributed in which ratio? Gain ratio. Same as retirement, you are going to distribute in gain ratio. Now, what is the gain ratio? So, their share was 3:2:1. Now, Akash died. So, the remaining share is what? 2:1. So, it has to be distributed in 2:1 ratio. So, this 12,000 has to be distributed in 2:1 ratio. Let us see how we have calculated. So, remaining partners capital account data to deceased partners capital account. So, by remaining partners, by Anil's capital account data, by Adarsh capital account. Now, what is the share of goodwill? 12,000 is a share of deceased partner. Into, we are going to distribute in which ratio? 2:1 into 2 by 3. So, I'll get 8,000. In the same way for Adarsh, 12,000 into 1 divided by 3. So, he will get 4,000 share of goodwill. So, hope you have understood this accounting treatment of goodwill as per Accounting Standard 26. So, entry remains same, that is remaining partners capital account data to deceased partners capital account. So, here the remaining partner is Anil as well as Adarsh. They have given the goodwill of Akash 12,000. Now, this 12,000 has to be distributed in gain ratio. So, we don't know what is a gain ratio. So, if we take the deceased partner share, the remaining share will be the gain ratio. So, here the 3:2:1 was the ratio. Now, if we take deceased partner share, remaining share is 2:1. So, we are going to distribute this 12,000 in 2:1 ratio where they will get 8,000 as well as 4,000. Now, we are done with all the entries. We have given interest on capital, salary as well as profit. Next, goodwill. Now, what you have to do? We have to balance both the side and the balancing figure has to be transferred to his executor's account. That is Akash executor's account. And here in this problem, there is no drawings as well as interest on drawings. Suppose there was drawing and interest on drawing, it has to be recorded in the debit side of partner's capital account, that is deceased partner's capital account. Now what we will do? We will balance both the side. So when you add all the items in the debit side, it is just 0. So there is no other transaction. Whereas coming to the credit side, it is 1,13,200. Now 1,13,200. So credit side is more, right? 1,13,200. Both the side minus 0 will get a balancing figure of 1,13,200. So what it is? It is a balancing figure. Now this amount has to be transferred to his executor's account. So how to record? To Akash executor's account. So that is the balancing figure. Hope you have understood how we have to prepare deceased partner's capital account. Now we shall go through one more problem so that you can clearly understand how we have to prepare this executor's account. That is deceased partner's capital account, and see what is the amount that has to be paid to the executor. Now here in this problem, they have given the balance sheet, whereas in earlier problem, they had not given the balance sheet. Now if they give the balance sheet, let us see how we have to take and how we have to solve the problem. So this is also a 6 marks problem once again. Now go through the problem here. Pawan, Madan as well as Suman were partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio 2:1:1. So what is their profit sharing ratio? 2:1:1, which can be written as 2/4, 1/4 and 1/4. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2017 was as under. So they have given the balance sheet. Now go through the balance sheet here. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2017. Now coming to the liabilities, we have sundry creditors 25,000, reserve fund 20,000. So here this reserve fund has to be given to deceased partner also. Next they have given capital, Pawan 15,000, Madan 10,000 and Suman 10,000. So the total is 35,000. Now coming to the asset side, we have cash, stock 12,000, debtors 15,000, investment 15,000 and building 32,000. Now go through the adjustment here. So we had seen the balance sheet. Now go through the adjustment. The partnership deed provides that in event of death of a partner, his executor will get the following. Suppose if any partner have died, then the partnership deed have provided certain conditions. So which things has to be given to the deceased partner's executor. Now go through here. So the partnership deed tells that the capital at the date of last balance sheet. So they have to give the capital till the date of last balance sheet. Next, his proportion of reserve fund. So suppose if there is any reserve fund in the partnership firm, so that reserve fund, so deceased partner share of reserve fund has to be given to the deceased partner. Next, his share of profit to the date of death based on average profit of the last 3-year profit. So here what they have told, so share of profit has to be given based on last 3 years profit. Let us see whether they have given 3 years profit or not. Next, his share of goodwill. So goodwill also to be given. Goodwill of the firm is twice the average profit of the last 3 years. So how the goodwill has to be given? Goodwill has to be twice the average profit. So it should be multiplied with the average profit. The profit of the last 3 years were 2014-15 16,000, 15-16 16,000 and 16-17 15,520. Next, Suman died on, so they have given now a partner Suman. Suman died on 1/7/2017. He has also withdrawn 5,000 till the date of death. Now they have asked us to prepare Suman's capital account and her executor account. Now we have to prepare both Suman's capital account as well as her executor account. Now we shall directly go through the solution. So we know what are the items to be given to the deceased partner Suman. Now go through the solution here. So write the heading Suman's capital account. So first we have to prepare Suman's capital account. Next we are going to prepare Suman's executor's account. Now you know the format. Write the heading Suman's capital account. We are having both debit as well as credit side. Under debit side particulars, amount. Under credit side also particulars and amount. Now first what we'll take? We'll take the capital of deceased partner. So how to take? By balance brought on. So what it is? Capital. Now see the problem here. Capital will be given in the balance sheet because they have already given the balance sheet. So if you see the balance sheet, what is Suman's capital? 10,000. Now this 10,000 has to be taken as by balance brought down. So by balance brought down rupees 10,000. Next what they have told, now see the adjustment, the capital at the date of last balance sheet we have taken. Next, his proportion of or her proportion of reserve fund. So reserve fund has to be given. Now if you see the balance sheet, there is a reserve fund 20,000. Now what is the share of Suman? So 20,000 is a reserve fund. What is the share of Suman? So it is 1/4. Now his share of reserve fund or her share of reserve fund has to be given. So how to calculate? 20,000 by reserve fund, 20,000 into 1/4 will get 5,000. Clear? Next what they have told, his share of or her share of profit till the date of death based on average profit of the 3 years. Now we have to calculate the average profit. They have given the 3 years profit and we have to calculate average profit of all these 3 years. Now how to calculate? So 2014-15 it is 16,000 plus what is 15-16? It is also 16,000. Plus 16-17 it is 15,520. 520. So we have to add all these and we have to divide it with number of years, that is 3 years. So we'll get the average profit, and they have told his share of profit to the date of death based on average profit of the 3 years. So we have to add all this and divide by 3. We'll get the average profit and her share of profit has to be given. Now let us see how we have calculated here. So how to calculate the average profit? So average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. So add all the profit divided by number of years. So you'll get 15,840 is the average profit. Now what it is? This is the average profit. So this is the average profit. Now they have clearly told her share of profit based on average profit. So 15,840 is the average profit. What is her share? That is 1 by 4. Then we'll get the amount of profit that has to be given to the deceased partner, Suman. So let us see how we have done by profit and loss suspense account. So as I've told you, from the beginning of the financial year till the end or till the date of death, so that period is, or the amount of profit during that period is called as what? Profit and loss suspense account. So by profit and loss suspense account, 15,840 is the average profit into what is her share? 1 by 4. For how many months she was there in the business? Only 3 months. Now see the date here. When did she die? That is on 1/7/2017. So she died on 1/7/2017. What is the beginning of the financial year? So beginning of the financial year is 1/4/2017. So 1/4/2017. So from 1/4/2017 to 1/7/2017. 4, 5, 6. Only 3 months she was there in the business. So for this 3 months we have to calculate the profit. So profit they have clearly told it has to be calculated on average profit. So what was the average profit? 15,840 into 1 by 4 into for how many months she was there in the business? That is 3 months. 3 by 12. So that will be transferred to profit and loss suspense account. So by profit and loss suspense account, 15,840 into 1 by 4 into 3 by 12 will get 990. So this is her share of profit. Next, what they have told, her share of goodwill, that is his or her share of goodwill. Goodwill of the firm is twice the average profit of the last 3 years profit. Now we have to calculate the goodwill. So we had already calculated the average profit and they have clearly told this goodwill is twice the average profit. So how to calculate? Goodwill is equal to average profit into number of year purchase. So here number of year purchase is how much? 2. So 15,840 into 2 will get 31,680. Now we have to calculate Suman's share of goodwill. How much? 31,680 into 1 by 4. How much will get? 7,920. Like earlier problem, so the total goodwill is 31,680. Now we have to calculate only the deceased partner share. So how much? That is 1 by 4. So we'll get 7,920. Now this has to be distributed among the remaining partners. So remaining partners in which ratio? In gain ratio. Now what is their gain ratio? Gain ratio will be 2:1. Now how did we get 2:1? What is their profit sharing ratio? 2:1:1. Now who died? Suman died. So the remaining share is what? 2:1. So 2:1 itself is the gain ratio. Now that share has to be distributed among the remaining partners, Pawan and Madan. So how to calculate? So you know the entry. So you have already know the entry. So what is the entry? So the entry will be by Pawan's capital account data, by Madan's capital account data, to Suman's capital account. So we have to distribute that goodwill. Now go through the calculation here. So we know what is Suman's share of goodwill. How much? 7,920. Now this has to be distributed in 2:1 ratio among Pawan as well as Madan. So Pawan will get 5,280 and Madan will get 2,640. Now your entry is what? Remaining partners capital account data two deceased partners capital account. Now who are the remaining partners? Pawan and Madan. Two deceased partners capital account, that is 2 Suman's capital account. So how to write? We have already calculated 5,280 and 2,640. Now, and they have already told there is a drawings also. Suman died on 1/7/2017 and her share of drawing, how much? 5,000. So here there is a drawing of 5,000. So write 2 drawings account. Now we are done with this. Now we have to balance both the side and the balancing figure has to be transferred to executor's account. So if you add all the items in the debit side, it is only 5,000, whereas coming to the credit side, it is 23,910. Now 23,910 is more, right? Both the side minus 5,000, you'll get a balancing figure of 18,910. Now what is this 18,910? So it is a balancing figure, that is the amount that has to be paid to the deceased partner. Now it will be transferred to executor's account, that is deceased partner's executor's account. So how do you record? To Suman's executor's account, that is a balancing figure 18,910. Now you will prepare Suman's executor's account. So this is the next account to be prepared, that is Suman's executor's account. Now you know the format, debit as well as credit. On the debit side particulars amount, and the credit side also particulars and amount. Now whatever the amount that has to be paid to the executor. So here what is the amount? 18,910. Now how do you record in your executor's account? By Suman's capital account. So it is been transferred. So transferred from where? Transferred from Suman's capital account. So by Suman's capital account 18,910. And they have not told anything that whether it is paid in cash immediately or whether it is paid in the form of installment along with the interest. So let it be blank. So in order to show, we have to show like this, that is in executor's account, we have to take it as by Suman's capital account. So whatever the amount that has to be paid to his or her executor, that is 18,910. So this is a problem where we had already prepared deceased partner's capital account and deceased partner's executor's account. Suppose they have asked in the question to prepare deceased partner's executor's account, then no need to prepare deceased partner's capital account. You have another format where you are going to prepare deceased partner's executor's account separately, which we are going to discuss in my next session. So in my next session, we shall solve a problem on death of a partner where we are going to prepare deceased partner's executor's account separately without preparing deceased partner's capital account. Hope you have understood today's session where we learned how to prepare deceased partner's capital account and deceased partner's executor's account separately. But in my next session, we shall prepare only one account, that is deceased partner's executor's account. My dear students, hope you all understood the session. See you all in my next session with a new topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.